Roxanne.
I promise it's the last day. Hi everyone, I'm sorry I can't be here with you tonight. I'm actually in Quebec for the week. But I'm following the event on Twitter, so please feel free to send questions at Roxanne STP. I first want to thank Catherine Ducharme and IABC for this opportunity. I really feel that Catherine is a magician. She somehow convinced me to videotape my presentation. So guys, if you need anything, just ask Catherine, she'll make it happen for you. So if I knew it then, what would I do the same? What would I change? These are very good questions, and after reflecting on it, I came up with 10 pieces of advice. I would probably follow the same path, but would change a few things. I started working in media relations, I was 21, and I didn't really realize what I was getting myself into. It was a tough gig and it was really demanding, but I was determined to succeed. After all, when you mix French and Scottish roots, you get a very stubborn person. I don't like confrontation, but I like helping others. So I decided that I was going to be myself, and I decided I was going to work with reporters instead of working against them. Piece of advice number 1, embrace who you are and stay true to yourself. I was also taught to work hard, and I have never really counted the hours. So tip number 2, invest yourself in what you do. At the time, I was working for Quebec City Winter Carnival in the winter, which is the biggest winter carnival in the world. And I was also working for Quebec City Summer Festival in the summer, which is the largest music festival in Canada. It's like working for the Olympics twice a year. So after a couple of years, I quite frankly was tired and realized that I only knew how to do media relations. I needed to go explore. And I got a job in corporate communications and branding. So number 3, diversify your experiences. 1 year later, I was asked to join Quebec City's 400th anniversary committee. The 400th anniversary was going to be the largest event in Canada before the 2010 Olympics. We were given $90 million to organize a full year of celebration. 300 events, including shows with Paul McCartney, Celine Dion, Cirque du Soleil. I've worked on an amazing project and I'm very thankful for it. For the first time, I was focusing on international media relations. So for 2 years, I traveled the world, often being alone in a hotel room or being on an official mission with the Premier or the PM office. All this traveling forced me to learn how to figure out things on my own. So number 4, learn how to be resourceful. I knew I wanted to work for the Olympics, and so before the end of my contract with the 400th anniversary, I started pulling all the strings that I could to make it happen. So number 5, take time to determine your game plan and execute on it. But what would I do differently? When I started, I thought that accepting help was a sign of weakness. So often I was in the office late at night because I had actually said, "Don't worry, I'll be fine, I'll do it." So number 6, admit you can't do everything on your own. I also took comments and feedback quite personally. I consider my work to be an extension of who I am, and without showing it, I didn't accept critique really well. So number 7, realize that feedback is meant to help you grow. It's a learning opportunity. It took me time to see it. When I finally got my contract with VANOC and moved to Vancouver, everything was new. I didn't have my family, I didn't have my friends, I didn't have my network, and I had to start building a new one. It was a new city, new colleagues, and most importantly for me, it was a new language. I had worked and lived all my life in French. It is quite challenging, and it still is today, when your main working tools is words. So number 8, force yourself to step out of your comfort zone. I wish I had done it earlier. After my contract with VANOC, I knew I wanted to stay in Vancouver. It struck me that after 10 years focusing on my career, I had never taken the time to actually focus on me as an individual. So number 9, don't lose sight of balance. Take time to focus on you and what's important for you. And for my last piece of advice, it's actually something I realized just a couple of months ago after we had to do this strength finder activity at work. Without really knowing it, I was focusing too much on the things I can't do. I wasn't embracing enough my strengths. I wish I had realized it before. It would have saved me a lot of stress. I had not accepted that it was okay not to be good at everything. If you ask me to come up with a tagline in 2 seconds, I can't do it. But if you ask me to distill down a very complex issue, that I can probably do. So number 10, find your strengths and focus on them. And I guess in a way, it all goes back to embracing who you are. Thank you for listening. I hope you find some inspiration tonight.